Chisholm and a couple of the Kangas too. I believe back there that's Jake Ridings, although there are a couple of 32s playing for Nashville today. So if it's not Jake Ridings, it is James Duty to either one. Hopefully I'm getting the right one. But in this case, obviously, the kick was taken. And now, the kick, even though it was marked by LA, the free kick was given to, I believe it was Ridings once again, of the Kangaroos. And the Roos try to move it up right now. LA gets their hands on it again. And the handball goes in. Kick now going in a forward 50, and that looks like it's going to go through. And it's going to be, that's going to be just a point, it looks like. Yep, single point, but still another point added to that LA lead. And right now it's 4-4-28. And Nashville with no points on the board right now. And at this point, I would like to welcome our viewers tuning in for the USAFL.com website. We are streaming this game live from Dublin, Ohio, in addition to recording it to air later on Stateside Footy, which comes to you by way of public access television and the Stateside Footy website. Kick in taken from the back, goal scored by the Kangaroos, and they get it now taken down. That's number 16 once again, Misha Monger. Ball goes to ground. A couple of players battle for it and trying to get the ball right now. There's number 4, that would be Nathan Caldwell, but we do have a whistle and a free kick being awarded to the Nashville Kangaroos, and that would go to number 25, which would be Tim Fullwider. Fullwider, I guess it is. So Fullwider gets the kick off, and intercept mark taken by the Dragons, number 28, Anthony Martin with it there, and he will kick it back for LA. LA running really strong right now. And he gets the ball to the boot. Kick goes up, and almost getting it there was Sheldon Bailey, but it goes to ground, and now it is picked up by the Dragons, but then again, he is hauled down. Simon Sweeney had it, but he got tackled, and so the umpire calls for the ball, and they will just ball it up. Once again, the Rucks go at it, tapped out. It's a real no-clear advantage because the LA player tapped it up, but the Nashville picked it up, but now LA's got it. However, David Dollar had the ball, but was running with such speed to the boundary, he couldn't stop himself in time once he picked the ball up. So he just goes out of bounds, and we will have a boundary throw in. Up the ball goes once again. The Rucks will go at it, and it's tapped out by Kangaroos, but it winds up in Dragon hands. Takes a bounce, and with it now, that's Monger once again for Nashville. And the kick goes out, and the intercept mark taken by LA, number 60, Robert Dollar. And he'll kick it now. He's got target lined up. That is Salvatore once again. Salvatore's already got a goal. Number 21 for the Los Angeles club. And he'll just line up. 4 goals already for LA. This one might be a 5th. It's coming in. It's got the length. It's got the distance. And it's got the aim. LA piling on the points right now. The Dragons, as I said before, definitely breathing fire. And now their lead is extended. The lead 5-4-34. Compared to Nashville, who apparently hasn't kicked a single point yet. So, LA so far, racking up a really big effort here. Looking to maybe get a berth in another Division II final. Of course, as far as it comes to winning the flag, I'm sure the home club, the Columbus Jackaroos, will have something to say about that. And it'll go up once again as they toss the ball up and hit out to advantage just about by Bailey there. The LA Ruckman. It's kicked out now and bounces off the hands of Monger. LA handballs it ahead. Loose ball along the ground. Bunch of players going after it now. Ball is easier to pick up now. They will actually ball it up. Umpire calls for it. We had mentioned before in the previous game we did the Boston versus Chicago game that coming out this morning the ground was very wet. There was some frost and condensation on the ground, so obviously the ball this morning very slick, but things appear to be drying up now. Out of the ruck once again. It's kicked by LA, but then intercept marked there by Cliff Cosnahan for Nashville. He kicks it up and goes just past the hands of Robert Dollar, and Nashville will pick it up right now and try and move with it. They handball it ahead now, and fisted out there by one of the Dragons. Along the far boundary, they've got it now. And the ball will roll out of bounds, it looks like, and we'll have a boundary throw in. But it might be the best position along the ground that Nashville has had all game so far. As really we've seen very little action down toward that end of the goals. It's all been down here where we are. And it's been all LA. And comes in and moves once again to LA. Handball off. And the kick Well, it actually looks like it just went through. Yes, indeed it did. So that's another point. So now 5-35 in favor of the LA Dragons. And once again, Nashville will take the kick out of their own back goal square with it now. That's Cliff Cosnahan, or as they call him, Nugget. His kick goes up, goes through a set of hands. LA tries to bring it back right now. That kick is smothered. And here come the Kangaroos with it there. That was Fullwider. He kicks it wide. All you see are LA jumpers in that region, though, and they are able to get the ball back. Kick goes in, and it is marked, and he will play on. Nice mark there. I believe the original mark was taken there by number 21, that's Salvatore, and then he kicked it right toward forward 50. And that mark is taken by Chisholm, who already has some points for the Dragons. Robert Chisholm now for LA, looking to add some points to their total, which they were doing on a fairly regular basis. That kick will make it, and that'll go through. That's another goal. 6-5-41 now. And this game very rapidly getting out of control if you're a Nashville Kangaroo. They'll bring the ball back up to center. And thanks to everyone for tuning in today, watching live on USAFL.com. And just a reminder, if you've never heard of Stateside Footy, we're a show that brings you USAFL matches, mostly in the Northeast because that's where we're based out of. But you can find us online at StatesideFootyTV.com and also on Vimeo at Vimeo/StatesideFootyTV. We provide live coverage of USAFL matches. Well, live, I should say live, complete coverage. We're not live, although we are live right now on USAFL.com. But normally the ones you see on StatesideFootyTV.com are on tape delay. So thanks for tuning in today. Hope you enjoy the match, and we'll continue to bring it to you here. And once again, tapped out of the ruck, and the horn has gone, and we have what appears to be, or is that a horn from another field? So you've got multiple fields going on here, so sometimes you've got whistles and horns. You're not sure which is which. But they're lined up, so we still have action on this end. They just called it for a ball up, and it is taken once again, really by nobody. It's tapped out once again, but LA trying to move with it right now. And a little rough stuff, but the umpire will just call for it and ball it up once again. Definitely some aggressive play so far here, and saw a little bit of almost fisticuffs down here by the LA attacking goals. Dragons get a kick out now, and it's going high and almost marked. Actually, they're going to pay the mark. Actually, well, they're paying the mark, or they're doing a push in the back call. Either way, the kick goes to the LA Dragons. So the Dragons will have the free kick. And they get it to the boot once again. Kick coming in. They've got a target lined up. Nice aerial mark. He jumped up, reached up for it, and grabbed it. Once again, Robert Chisholm, who just kicked the goal. And LA right now hitting in all cylinders, and which might be the understatement of the century. They are flying right now. And now Chisholm will run up. He will take the kick. And it'll go high. And that looks like another goal. They're kicking straight, and they're kicking often. And they are rolling right now. And that is indeed the horn for a halftime. So right at the horn, another scoring shot and another major scoring shot for the LA Dragons. And they are up to a huge lead in this one. At halftime, the score stands the Los Angeles Dragons, 7 goals, 5 behinds, 47 points. Nashville so far have not scored any points, and we will be back next to bring you second half action. You're watching it on Stateside Footy and also right now live on USAFL.com. We will be right back. Getting ready for the start of the second half of this match here. Once again, you're watching it on Stateside Footy, and also a special day today. We're actually getting to stream it live, too. So hello to all the viewers watching worldwide on USAFL.com. Good evening if you're watching down under. And right now at the half, it stands the LA Dragons up to a huge margin over the Nashville Kangaroos by a score right now of 47-0 as the players line up for the second half. USAFL Nationals for 2014 here in Dublin, Ohio. So far, things have gone really well. A lot of people enjoying themselves. A little bit of sun in our eyes there, so didn't see who took that mark. But Nashville trying to move it ahead now, but LA gets it to the boot, and oh, he can't mark it. Kangas trying to take it and move it, and here comes Nashville on the run, coming through the corner, and that mark is taken there by Matt Filchek, number 20. He'll kick it ahead now. It's marked by Kosnahan. Kangaroos right now taking it up the corridor, and now they go out wide, looking for a target, and unfortunately they weren't able to hit him. So LA's got it once again, but that's going to be kicked out on the full, it looks like. Or was it? One of the players actually had punched it out. It was out on the full, actually. So the Nashville Kangaroos will get the kick, and they'll kick it in, and it'll go through a number of people. Nashville gets it, though. Handball intercepted, though. Taken out by Frederick Schulin of the LA Dragons, and that is marked. And with it now, that is Anthony Martin. Ball goes to ground. Player tries to get it, then slips. LA on the move once again. Handball goes just behind Martin. Handball to head now. And it goes to ground. A bunch of players going after it. It is out. And we do have a whistle. Just before it popped out, the umpire called for it, so it'll be another ball up. Ball goes up for grabs once again. Handballed out. Goes off of a bunch of hands. And winds up once again in the clutches of the Dragons. The kick goes in. It's open in space now. And here they come once again. That kick headed for the sticks. It's going to be another goal, it looks like, for LA. I believe it was Jeffrey Robinson. Picked that one up off the ground. And just put it right through the big sticks. And now it's 12-7-79. LA just pouring on here, foot on the gas all the way. And that goal kicked by number 77, Jeffrey Robinson. Got the loose ball in space, had some time just to took a few steps, put it to the boot, and put it right through. Very straight kick. So now 12-7-79 in favor of LA over 1-1-7, which is the current score for Nashville. And the ball goes up once again. And hit out to advantage by the Dragons, at least momentarily, but then picked up by Nashville. Goes over a couple of hands. Goes over everybody, actually, as they have a few players running toward it. Picked up now there by Robert Descant for the Dragons. Dragons moving with it now. Here we go. Handball goes off. And goes to ground. Kicked. Brought ahead by Nashville. They're trying to soccer it off the ground. Taken now by Schulin once again. He will kick it up, and it'll be marked. I believe that's Cameron Brown who has it. And ball going to ground now. Kicked ahead, looking for a target, and getting him. Actually, no. Actually, the target was not wearing a Kangaroos jumper, but that's who he got. Actually looking to kick it to one of his own teammates, I'm sure, but go out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. On the far boundary, pretty much at center. Ball goes up once again. Takes a bounce, and we go to whistle. We're going to do the boundary throw in once again. Sounds like when you play football on the street as a kid, it's a do-over. And the throw goes all the way in. The throw in comes in and goes out the ground. Goes to a sea of people. And then Nashville gets a hand on it. They kick it ahead. And there's a race for the ball right now. Goes past a couple of players. LA trying to move it out. And we've got a free kick. There's some high contact after a player went down. And, oh, actually, in addition to that kick, look at they're going to be paid a 50-meter penalty as well. I believe that call might have been disputed. Referee's not having any of it, so a free kick there from Robert Descant once again. I hope I'm getting your name pronounced correctly. LA with it on the move. With it there is a David Dollar. Dollar gets it to the boot. Goes just past his intended target. Ball goes to ground right now. And got a tackle. Kicked up along the boundary, though. And sliding in for, trying to get the sliding mark, but not getting it, is one of the LA players. LA's got it right now. Dollar with it once again. He kicks it up, and mark is not taken, but he gets the ball off the ground afterwards. He handballs it ahead. With it now, I believe that's Cosnahan. He slips as he picks up the ball. Battle for it along the boundary, and that'll roll out, and I believe we'll have another boundary throw in. Late second half action here between LA and Nashville. LA, it's been pretty much all them right along. 79-7 the score. And he comes out and winds up along the ground. And that'll be full time. It looks like indeed it is. And thus endeth the ball game. And I mentioned this yesterday, but the way this team's playing, I'm going to have to use this reference once again. Once upon a time, the Motels had a song called So LA. As in, that is so LA. And this game here, you had to say it was so LA. They came out to a quick start and just absolutely steamrolled over the Nashville Kangaroos. Final score here on the Division II field at Dublin, Ohio in this one. The Los Angeles Dragons, 12 goals, 7 behind, 79 points. And the Nashville Kangaroos, 1 goal, 1 behind, 7 points. Coming up next, we've got more action for you on Stateside Footy, and we'd like to thank the people who tuned in to the live webcast on USAFL.com. Enjoy the rest of the games you have coming up here live from Nationals today, and hopefully you'll come by too and visit us at our website at StatesideFootyTV.com, as well as our Vimeo site too. If you want to see full game telecasts, it's www.vimeo.com/StatesideFootyTV. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the game.